Oh man, this whole situation in Minnesota is getting mighty interesting and also pretty racist pretty fast. Um yeah. It's not that there's not fraud going on. It's the fact that everybody has to attach it to a particular culture and race. I mean, granted that may be, I don't want to say true because it implies that they're right. Correlation does not equal causation is I guess what I'm getting at. You know, it's like when people say that not all people that voted for Trump are racist, but chances are if you're racist, you voted for Trump kind of thing. But again, that still feels borderline fucking closed-minded as shit. Point is though, Asmongold actually hit on a really good point. This is why I paused it. I'm not going to show you the rest of the video because it fucking annoys me. He's reacting to another video, so I refuse to react to him reacting to the original video. That's fucking just Bush League. But I agree with his point right here, so just listen to this.
Because what they do is they effectively give them more votes. That's it.
He's talking about how Trump is a bullshitter, by the way.
Why isn't Trump?
He's talking about how Trump is a bullshitter. So the one thing about Asmongold is obviously the internet paints them the way they're going to paint him. And I think what people don't like is how he doesn't necessarily simp for anybody. He just has his own worldview, and he will gravitate towards people that agree with him on it. At least subject to subject. And in some ways there's, what do you call it? There's a merit to that, but in a lot of ways, you just wishy-washy. I mean, I don't always agree with him, but that's just how it works with anybody.
Trump doing anything about it? Because Trump is a talker. Trump is a great bullshitter. He is a great guy to have to tell jokes at like at a wedding, right?
That is fucking spot on. Like, honestly, Donald Trump, probably one of the worst human beings on the earth. Guarantee he would be a blast at a wedding. Oh, I guarantee it. As long as he's not assaulting people. So, there's that.
Amazing for that. But the problem is that whenever it gets down to brass tacks and it comes down to really executing something in the most direct way possible, he really just drops the ball. He does. He drops the ball. And I think
100%. 100%.
I think that's the big reason why I didn't vote for him. Because I saw this happen in his first term. He came in guns blazing. I'm going to
be honest. So I didn't watch that particular part. Well, I should say I did watch it, but I didn't necessarily pay attention to that. I didn't know he didn't vote for Trump, because he's done a decent amount of Trump dick riding throughout the election and, you know, throughout the year. But again, it's just like when I have to be fair about Donald Trump. I hate fucking doing it because it sounds like I'm advocating for him, but fair's is fair, man.
The wall. I'm going to put all these people in jail. We're going to drain the swamp. None of this happened. So really, whenever he ran the second time, I said, okay, well, this guy's better than Kamala Harris, sure. But, like, I don't really think that's a good frame of reference. That bitch was retarded. So really, I mean, I didn't feel like, I would have rather had him than her, sure. But realistically, both of them were not what I wanted. So that's what
I agree with that 150%. 150%. And now all the shit that we're seeing in Minnesota with Tim Walz, it's like, could you imagine the corruption if he was VP? Like that, I don't know. That guy's always had a snake face to me, and I never quite knew what it was. But he's probably that asshole. He's probably like Bill Clinton. He's that asshole who will smile in your face while trying to put his finger up your butt and pose for a photo while doing it.
What I would say. That's been all talk, but then I didn't vote. No, I think that I'm one of the only people that isn't all talk, because whenever you resign yourself down to choosing between the lesser of two evils,
listen to this. Listen to this, all you lesser of two evil fuckers, because that fucking philosophy is how we got Trump in the first place. And you know what? Everybody loves to pretend that's not the case. Sometimes the best way to win is to not play the game. And I'm not saying don't vote. I'm saying don't fucking settle for the lesser of two evils, because eventually you're going to get one that's evil, but just a little less. Right now.
now have effectively let them win the game. You have now let them go through in another election cycle, getting a reward for doing nothing. And that's my outlook on it, right? That's what I think. And so when I hear that, I don't look at that at all. Millionaire luxury belief? It's absolutely not. And again, I don't think that anybody should or shouldn't vote for anything that they believe, but I don't believe it's a luxury belief at all. And I'll explain the reason why. It's because really people voting for the lesser of two evils, the only thing that's done over the last years is it's just made everybody's life worse. So how is it that, like, oh my God?
It's because they're all playing for the same fucking team. It's just like wrestling, baby. They all work for the same company. They're just pretending to be good guys and bad guys on TV week after week. I mean, there's no way that you can enter Congress poor and retire Congress rich without fucking selling out or doing some corrupt shit. Like, even AOC, even if she entered politics with blind-eyed idealism, she's eventually going to become a victim of the game because you have to play the game to stay in the game. It's grimy as shit, but it's the way it is. Same thing with Bernie Sanders. The dude literally marched with Martin Luther King. I got a lot of respect for him. But when you're going to fucking brag about how you're not as corrupt as other politicians because you didn't take as much money from Big Pharma as everybody else, that's not a flex. That's just saying, like, I'm not as shitty as everybody else, but I'm still shitty. I mean, it is what it is. It's politics. It's politics. You don't get to the top without stepping on a few heads.
This is a luxury belief when I'm the only person that's saying that, hey, look, guys, look, the graph is going down. The graph is going down. And they said, well, what if we don't vote for the one, maybe it'll go down faster. That's the worst argument that you could possibly have. Why don't you be a little bit more positive? Think about what would happen if the graph went up. Can you imagine that? You could go up. Not voting doesn't change anything either. It does.
It does.
If enough people choose not to vote, and they also choose candidates that represent their viewpoints. I mean, I also do support candidates that represent what my viewpoints are. I don't think it's like one thing or another, okay? But my point is,
and again, false dichotomy.
I don't think that you should ever allow yourself to be corralled into the idea, I have to choose the lesser of two evils thing. But not voting won't stop them because all the retards will have enough votes for the bad candidate. I know, and the bad candidate needs to win. Bad candidates need to win in order for... So this is...
I have no idea what he's about to say here, but I'm willing to bet it's going to go along the corporate strategy of if you think a rule is stupid, follow it with all of your vigor. Because eventually you will show them how dumb it is by following the rule. Sometimes you got to let bad ideas play out. I think that's where he's going to go here.
Let me finish this video, and I'm going to explain the reason why, okay? Let me finish that.
Oh.
Let me do this first.
Never mind. I'm not going to keep you here all day, and apparently he's sidestepping, explaining all that shit. So that's going to end up being my point. That was it. You know, I shouldn't say hate. I very much don't like covering politics because my channel is supposed to be fun. And obviously you get enough politics in every other facet of your daily goddamn life, but it's been an interesting week. It's been an interesting year. And yeah, so because of that, I guess you're watching this. That was it. I love you. Happy New Year, 2026.